What's up, everybody? How's it going? Pulling up the app here so I can see you guys talking. But yeah, cool. What's up? So yeah, so what we're gonna do today is we're going to do something a little bit different. And I actually came across this literally yesterday. It was yesterday when we were streaming. Yeah. I thought, hey, why not? I've never actually had the opportunity to explore a lot of the stuff that's here, and maybe you haven't as well. And so I thought we would do an exploration of Game Boy as well as Game Boy Advance if we get to the point where we need more games to explore. And then on top of that, the little rule set that I'm going to give myself is if I die 3 times, let's move on to the next game. 3 times or 5 times, I'll figure that out. Or if it's just I don't know what's going on, then we'll also move on to the next game. This gives me the opportunity to kind of have a little bit of a buffer between this week and next week, where next Friday you guys have the opportunity to choose what is the game we're going to be choosing for the next Xbox 360 as well. This also allows me to have this Friday for that game review, which thankfully that's going to go out this week, because if I moved it off another week, my supplier for games is holding that against me right now. So yeah, until that game goes out, I can't get any more games to review. So need that game to go out this Friday. Aside from that, also gives me the opportunity to really develop the 12 days of streaming or stream us. I'm trying to figure that out, figure out what we're going to be doing, what type of game sets we're going to be doing, the 12 days, how we're going to break it down. I already know for a fact that I'm going to be off on the 22nd and the 23rd. So I'm going to basically just give you guys, I'll make a graphic that has a schedule that says, hey, here's all the days I'm going to be streaming. Here's the times I'm going to be streaming at. And then we're going to kind of go from there, right? Like I said, 25 stream streak. Right on, Q. Hydrate. I am scrounging for stuff here. I have 2 gulps of a drink. Thanks for the bit donation. That is a weird bit, you know? What is that? Some weird face? Very weird. Have we had that before? I don't think so. But, no, yeah, that's what I thought. Weird. But anyways, so I'll figure out that. I'll let you guys know when we're going to be streaming and what we're going to be streaming. So it gives me a little bit of a buffer, and it gives me the opportunity to actually use my Nintendo Switch Online and share that with you guys. So, yeah, cool. What's up, Shinya? What's up, Q? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys jumping in here early. I'm going to switch over to my TV, and we're going to get going. If I have any saves on any of these games, I will just basically delete that and start over. So I figure we should start from the bottom, because that is where they basically drop new games in. Going up, they'll usually at the top, right? And so we'll go that way. Oh, so the year 2000. So this is a 25-year-old game. Oh, did you guys just get that? I had that last year and part of the Grinch meal. It's good. It's good. What do you think? What do you think of it? I feel like the choices that they yeah, sorry. Sorry. I even have it. Funny enough, I'm actually be posting a picture of my Grinch meal from last year on my Instagram soon. Did my content planning for this month, and it's going to be something. But anyways, I always feel like the stuff that they had in Japan for the shaker fries or mixed shaker were better choices than the ones we had here. Okay, wait, what? I've never heard of this. Tell me more about this, Shinya. How does this work? How does this work? Never heard of it. tastes okay. If I can't remember correctly, was it just one option for the McShaker fries? Just fun to shake it. Fair. Hey, what's up, Hector? Are you gonna actually let me play? Wait. But if they copy things from Japan like how China copies everyone, we should have created fun stuff too. Yes. We are tasting the McShaker fries at McDonald's. The Grinch meal specifically, correct. It was a cool box. I thought it was really cool. I don't remember getting a toy. Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. That's right. It was the socks. Yeah. That's true. They're very cute socks. There's like the Grinch one, and then there's like 3 different choices if I remember correctly. Got some merch. A hidden figure. Are you aware of Wario? This world is in the music box you are peering into. I was the god that protected this world. But one day, a wicked being sealed away my power and took control of this world. Wario, I want you to find the 5 music boxes needed to break the hidden seal and recover my powers. If you find them, I'll send you back to your own world. Of course, all the treasure you find is yours to keep. Will you help me? I mean, if the answer is no, then I would basically just be, I guess, like, throwing this game in the garbage or taking it back to Blockbuster. So the answer is obviously yes. How far can I get? With my skills, not that far. Make a quick go. This is needs to help. But... Dang. Yeah, that got dark fast. So I'm assuming this is the first area we're in. That's not going to do anything, right? Oh, maybe it would do something. Can you ground pound? No, you can just run. But how am I supposed to go down over there? And I feel like there's a way for us to... There's gotta be a way for me to go down there. This guy doesn't like me standing on his head. Wait, did we actually get hurt there? Hey, what's up, Mythic? How was your stream? Do I die? Nope, I don't die. I feel like if I... Yes, we can't even go down. Ooh, a lot of snow. We are thankfully out of the snow. We only had 1 day of major snow. After that, things kind of seemed to chill out. So the amount of snow that I'm getting now is like a fraction of an inch. Snow is a really fluffy thing that we get instead of hurricanes. Ooh, key! And it's also pretty bad for someone to say what snow for someone that lived in Chicago. That means you were living pretty oblivious for a very long time. But it's okay. We still love you, even though you're special. Ooh. Also, on top of that, Texas got snow last year. And I guarantee Texas is going to probably get snow this year as well. That's going to probably be a norm going forward. Ooh. Can you just... That's pretty far. Okay, let's not start burning again. What's ice? I've never had ice come out of the sky before. So, amen to snow. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna go this way then. Go right in here as soon as it's done. There we go. It's slippery? So you mean like oil? I'm kind of asking what ice was, not what oil is. I know Texas has a lot of oil. There's two effects. Two effects that will... No. Two effects that will, like, basically just stop me. That's crazy. We got a treasure chest that we try to open with our back. I wonder if that would have been... Clear! An axe. Alright. Have a good stream, or have a good day at work. Amusement ride. But that was all. How do I feel like I could go further in that level? Wait. We'll finish everything when I get home. God, I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Let's figure out how do I use the axe. Action help. Well, we'll do a save first. Saving's good. I didn't mean save and go back to the title screen. Is that it? That was my only help that I get right now? To the map. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go back to the map then. Let's go... How dare you throw your donut at me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. I need you to, like, get rid of that bagel. Or the donut. No! At least we can just chill here for a second. It's like me after Thanksgiving. Unless it's like a certain... Oh, okay. Maybe we have to jump so much. I don't know. Is that Robbie? Giant frog. Get out of my way, frog! You're gonna fall down anyways. So we got an axe, but I don't see a place where we can actually use it. Poor Froggo. This we can't do anything with. We also can't go through doors when we're like this. Kinda chubby. We need another key. Oh no. We should be okay. Stuck in here. I'm fat. True. And we're burning again. Oh my gosh. I wonder if you can't even properly die in this. It's just more annoyances. Okay. That's true. I'm a robot that doesn't like us, apparently. Oh. Now I'm craving Taco Bell. Hmm. Don't do it. I feel like this is another area where we can't go to. Let's go back to the map. Don't ruin the butt. What? What's wrong with the butt? We went to N1, but what's the temple? Oh, temple's where we started. Yeah. Okay. We have N1, N2, and N3. But I feel like if we were big, like here, then we'd be able to help there. Look at that cute ghost. Oh no! Okay, I can't see, bro. No wonder Wario is such a grumpy person. Got all this stuff happening to him all the time. The CEO of Taco Bell? No, the only thing I know about Taco Bell is that Jeff Bezos used to do commercials for them. Apparently you don't go down pipes like Mario does. So now I'm thinking it is all that first level. You attacked an Uber driver? My name's Jeff. Why? The CEO attacked an Uber driver? Why didn't he just, like, take his car or whatever, or his chauffeur? I don't know. I would figure that the CEO of Taco Bell wouldn't need an Uber driver. But dang, why? No clue. He just freaked out. Interesting. Drunk? Damn. See, this is why I don't drink, folks. People do wild stuff and they don't even know why they're doing it. Okay. Remember when you get things, it ends the level? See, it really doesn't seem like he dies. Very angry tree. It's gonna be like, you already did this? We're already getting lost, people. We're already getting lost. We have to figure out how, because we got an axe. But how do we use the axe? Because I feel like the axe will actually take us somewhere. You have climb up ladders, enter doorways. Climb ladders, fence approach, roll downhill. Enter pipes! No. We were on top of that pipe. It did not do anything. Even saying down here, enter pipe. You're a liar. You're a liar, game. Here we are. Is this the level that had the Oh my god. I'm a zombie. Stop turning me into a zombie. Oh, you. Oh my god. Yup. What the heck indeed. We didn't even see that guy the first time. Okay. I think it was this one that had the... Yeah, the pipe's right here. See, we can't go up and down the pipe, you liar. But, if we go up here... Go down here, though. Thank you for the rapidity. We ain't really dead, but I really appreciate that. Can't go down this pipe either. A liar. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh. Let me in, doctor. I need some help. Were you about to use your shield as an umbrella? How dare you? How dare you? And you can never get out of it because you can't jump. Do you guys want to move to the next game? I can't die. I can't die 3 times for me to get pushed to the next game. I cannot do it. Or do you want to try to figure this out together? Well, well, well. Is that a yes, 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 or no, no, no? Well, yeah, it's definitely gonna come up, but we can stay here. That's no problem. I will go back into. We can't even do 1 death. To be honest, there's no way. I don't think there's actually any way of dying in this game. So you could make it 20 deaths if you want, or 15 deaths, and we're never gonna leave this game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But it's okay. We can figure it out. No, no, no. Not next game. No, no, no. Ooh. We'll figure this one out. How do I... What happens? Can't even, like, go down so I can swim? So this has to be, like... get some type of like ability. You don't want to be the evil obese person. I mean, just because I'm playing that doesn't mean you have to be it. It's okay. Here's another key. Does that mean we can use the same key? Can we take keys with us? Can we please swap after your next reset? What's swap what? What are we swapping? Swap games, but after my next reset. Let's go with this one. I'm assuming, yeah, I think you're right, Q. I think he's like once I reset, that he's doing that. Let's go here. Wait. We will create a suspend point should I ever return to this game and try to figure out what's going on. All right. Tetris. This wasn't on your Christmas 2025 list, was it? No. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. You don't have the ability to do like T-swaps in this, or even slam it down. It's like slow. Probably not. Probably not. You know how, like, for example, like, in Air Riders, they had, like, ooh, it's like, it's not like Mario Kart, it's different. You had to, like, learn and make some changes. I would be surprised if, that Wario's the same way. And it's a popular game, you know, there's a lot of Warios out there. Though I think now they're more towards, mini-games with Move. I am not disgustingly good at this game. By no means. Also, this is the Game Boy version. It would be 4 from a place called, like, Aloha, I think it was called. And I'm assuming if you're talking about a burger, you're talking about places near your house, which is probably like Red Robin or Carl's Jr. I'd probably go with the Hawaiian. Yeah. You can get a burger. You can get a burger any day. I don't know. For me, really, now I'm JCA. Hey, JC. Yeah. Island Aloha. Oh yeah, that's right. Zips is another one that's near your house. That's correct. I would still go with the Hawaiian. Yeah, I know. That's also how Tetris read it. JCA. I thought just press start and it would be good. And it was just like start plus the A. I was like, no, just the JC part. So it's funny, I had a task that I set for myself today. Not today, but like last week, where I was just like, there's like specific commands for Discord, because I was adding a whole bunch of emotes in, and I was just like, I should make a list like we have here on Twitch of all of the emotes, and then I'll upload it so that people know what emotes are available in Discord. And then I was going through Me6, which is basically the one that runs our Discord, and I was just like, any emote that gets added, you can just use a drop down when you are in Discord. So giving somebody all the commands for these things is kind of useless. I was just like, wasted. Wasted making a task. I guess it's better to be safe than sorry, right? It's better to look over along as many of these things as possible to try to facilitate the user experience. Or the UX, as crazy people like to call it. So, with this playthrough, that was one death. But with this playthrough, I'm not going to sit here and wait for the long... I don't know what you call that. The long stick? That's what I was doing in the last game, and the game was just like, what do you mean? We don't read that stuff? You know how primitive we are? This is a Game Boy. When you get to the Tetrises later, they kind of... It's more like, it's not so much like randomized blocks as it's kind of like, if you play right, you need this block next. You know what I'm saying? If you're not playing right, then you're not going to get the right block. And you'll be chasing it that way. Whereas this one is just like, I'm going to give you a random block. You figure out what to do with it. Which I guess is more pure, right? I can tell you right now, this is definitely going to be the song that's going to be stuck in my head as I go to sleep tonight. But also another reason why I thought it would be really good to kind of like go through these is I'm an old person, so I might have some stories about some of these games. Do I have a story about Wario? No. I didn't play any Wario games my entire life. Until I think the Switch 1? They had that minigame one? Like Wario Let's Move or something like that? And then also Wario in Mario Go-Kart. Or Mario Kart, sorry. I know that Wario is a decent character in the older ones. Since he's classified as a heavy character, he has top speed. Very poor acceleration. But if you can keep him at top speed, it's kind of really hard to catch him. Like, he's in the same class as, like, Bowser, Donkey Kong. I'm talking specifically about the Super Nintendo version. After that, they started adding in some other characters. I'm assuming like King Boo is in that area now. But my story about Tetris. My mom was like somewhat addicted to this. It's not like it ever got to the point where like it's just like, Mom, I need food. I need sustenance. Can you just stop matching blocks? It never got to that. Not even remotely close. But she liked this game. She liked this game on PC specifically. This is back during the beginning of Windows. So for the young people in here, you have like Windows 11 right now. Prior to that was Windows 10. Then you have 8. I skipped over 9. There's 7. We got into the Windows XP and Vista and NT. Before that was like 95, 98. And then way before that was Microsoft 3.0 and 3.2. And yeah, so my family had a computer pretty early on. My dad was fascinated with PCs. And I would just muck about on them, just trying to figure out what I can do and what I can't do. And on those PCs, your choices for games was like Tetris, Minesweeper, and Solitaire. I guess this would have been like one of the best. This is the creme de la creme, if you will, of initial PC gaming. So I got into it. I wouldn't say I was ever like someone that like really loved this game. Like if someone's just like, "What's your favorite game?" I'm like, "Really, Tetris." But as I've gotten older, it's a very calming game to me. So I think I might place it in my top 10. Has to be specific ones for sure, though. It can't just be like any Tetris. I have played some pretty abysmal versions of Tetris in the past. I'm just like, what is this crap? And that's pretty much, that's my story right now for Tetris. My most recent success on Tetris was, there's a version of it that's built into TVs. Specifically this Samsung that's behind me. And so I played that one and actually beat it to the point where it comes up and it's just like, you're done. we're not going to keep adding levels and stuff. You're done. I was like, oh, that wasn't even a standard game of Tetris. But I mean, like, the idea of playing Tetris on a TV is kind of cool, I guess, and kind of unique. So maybe it's the novelty aspect that they were trying to go for instead of actually like the complete experience. I also got this game not too long ago, where it's basically the history of Tetris. As a game, it's a complete waste of money. Do not get it. I can't even remember what it's called. But if you look up the most recent Tetris launched on like Xbox Series X or even PlayStation 5, you'll find it. Don't buy that one. I think it's called Tetris Effect, if I had to guess specifically. Don't get that one. Unless you're like a history buff and you want to like learn about Tetris, but I can guarantee you'll find somebody online that's played it, recorded those pieces, and just launched them on YouTube. Save your money there. Because when you get into the actual games of Tetris, which I thought was kind of unique, that it shows you each era of Tetris, but they're like the worst versions of themselves. And that kind of ruins it. You're not actually getting like the nostalgia and being like, wow. You're just visually getting the nostalgia, but aside from that, you're just like, this is trash. It just runs poorly. And there's a couple Tetrises that I've played from that list, and they don't run that poor. I don't know what they did, but that's kind of like a disservice to the person that created Tetris a long time ago, to have like a historic representation of Tetris and it just run like trash. The setup that we have right now is not bad. It allows me to still look over at chat and not worry about dying. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, I'll give you pretty good. I will not give like disgustingly good at this. Just as I screw up. Your grade sickens me. And after my stream is done tonight, I get the if I remember correctly, a new banner launched on Genshin. So I'll be over there. Not pulling, but... Learn to give others a chance at what? Oh. Yeah, helping plays Arc Riders, and we started talking about how toxic the players can be. Gaming brings people together. It does. You know what actually reminds me, like when you're talking about it specifically that way, you know what that reminds me of? Midnight launches. That is something that like I really feel like this current generation is missing out on. I know that I know that GameStop is trying to like lean into it and be like, we're bringing those back. And it's like, are you though? No JCA here, just JC at this point. But I definitely miss those. Last game on Tetris. Also, I went to this gaming lounge. This is back during the RGN era of my company when we were running gaming events in Toronto and stuff like that. I went to a gaming lounge in Toronto. I can't remember what it was called, but the logo was like a condor. But we went in there, and just listening to people talking with each other, I was just like, oh, this feels like home. This is really nice. Definitely finding somebody in the wild. Definitely finding somebody in the wild that plays gaming immediately unites you with that person. You're just like, I know what to talk to you about. Arc Raiders, yeah. That's the one where you're just walking off by yourself. Or I guess with a team. And then you come across other people. And you guys are finding stuff. Or killing each other and taking stuff from each other. And yes, there are people that are nice on there. There are disgusting cesspools of society on there as well. The one that I heard the most was, or the worst that I've heard though, is people that wait until you're leaving the map and kill you as you're trying to leave. Take all your shit. My assumption is that there's a sequence that you're going through when you're leaving that is something that you can't really deal with as someone is attacking you. That's cool. See what I'm saying? There are nice people in the world. Yeah, it's... To be honest, it was probably the same people that were playing the Hogwarts Legacy and committing war crimes. It's probably those same people in Arc Raiders. You have to wait a minute for an elevator. That is rough, and someone swings in at that point? That is crazy. And I hear that they camp that. Then activate the elevator. Oh my god. Oh, people. If you are enjoying our live content, check out our recorded content over at youtube.com/ETHERxSOCIal, posting on Mondays, Fridays, and a bonus on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we have the launch of the roadmap. That's at 9 a.m. Eastern. So if you want to see what's happening behind the scenes, definitely check that out. It also has a little bit of a tidbit of what's going to be happening in 2026. And then this Friday, like I said, we have a game review that I'm excited to go live to, not only for you guys to see it, but it'll also give me access to other games to review. I tell them all they can burn it out. Yeah. Yeah. As you should. As you should. It's not even like these people do this because they're just like, I really need that part and I have no other way of getting it. Nah, they enjoy doing that. They enjoy the fact knowing that you went out, risked your life to get that item, and they're just gonna swoop in and take it at the last moment. Yes, yes. That's another reason why I'm not too sure if I'll ever get that game. I don't know if I can deal with proximity chat. Growing up in gaming, specifically, like, you know, during my Call of Duty era, you know, you had to, in order to make friends, you had to be in game chat, right? But as soon as you got your, you know, X amount of friends that you're really comfortable being around with all the time, I moved to party chat, and then I stayed in party chat, and now I am so, I guess, say, awkward in game chat. I just don't prefer, I prefer not dealing with people. Whereas, like, when I was first starting to build a gaming clan, I enjoyed meeting new people. You'd go in and you'd play your Call of Duty match, and you'd come back out, and regardless of what the outcome was, whether you won or lost, you would say good game, and you would wait for the response. And the people that would say good game back with, like, no ill intent are good people, and you'd play with them continuously. Maybe you'll join up, but every once in a while you'd get like an asshole or a very salty person, depending on if, you know, I won or not. But I feel like that salty aspect of online gaming has become more prevalent. And I feel like the whole GG I guess mindset is like dying, which is sad. I find a lot of times now when I hear about like online chat and such, that it seems to be more people are focused on trolling than actually trying to gain friendships, which is kind of the opposite of what I feel gaming is about. It's pretty awful. Exactly. Like, we're all here to just have fun. I have also had games like that, going 0-20, and then going back in there. It's a good game. Sometimes I stuck around to try to figure out if I can try to switch that 0-20 to something more, you know, closer to 500. Or if I just knew I was being dunked on horribly, I'd be like, okay, new lobby, but GG everybody. I'm out. Do you think that's what it is? You think that's it's mainly streaming that has made it all toxic? That's really sad. That's really sad, to be honest. I would say definitely, like, there's that whole, you know, when you do rough, right? You tell your chat, you know, L's in the chat for what I just did, which is kind of like encouraging shaming when you're not doing well in a game. So yeah, I could see how that would be for sure. I do wish gaming would go back to... It doesn't have to go back to the 90s. But early 2000s was a really good time. Because it was still that era that I was just talking about. You're online, you don't know nobody, but you just know that you're on a multiplayer game and you don't want to play alone. You're out there just basically like, you know, hey, did you wanna group up? Like, I don't want to keep playing this alone. And you know, over time you make good connections. It's literally how I met Jose, 100%. I met Jose on Call of Duty 4. In that same setup. If it wasn't for that era, heck, the company that you see right now would not even exist. But trying to build those type of friendships today, it's really hard. Even in our Discord, we have LFG areas, right? That's the reason why we have the regionals in the first place, is so that if you wanted to, you know, play with somebody from, like, let's say North America, South America, stuff like that, you could utilize those chats and talk in the specific regions. And they're not used, and I'm not, you know, like angry or upset. It's more like I'm kind of like just sad about gaming, where I'm just like, you know, if I had these type of like setups back then to meet people, I would be all over that. But again, now you have a time where like no one really wants to talk to each other outside of the friendships they've already developed, which they developed the exact same way that I told you just said, right? No. You say it. Let's really say it. Just trolling people to get viewers, that is disgusting, but I agree with you. I cannot say that you are not correct. That's a really weird sound for getting Tetris. Your Twitch doesn't want to load? What do you mean? Like, visually? Because I can still see you talking. It doesn't load messages correctly? Ooh, that's not good. Like if you go out of app? Okay, yeah. I'm back in. Yeah, it's gotta try to do a rebuffer constantly. Yeah. Twitch is, for what it should be, is still a very primitive app in my opinion. It doesn't deal properly with a lot of things. Well, you can know that I'm about to die on Tetris. Twitch sucks. Agreed. Okay. That is... I was almost going to dip out of here. I ain't going to dip out without putting my name in yet. Oh, now we're Ja. Oh. It'll let me go back. Yeah, let's go. No Ja. Don't worry, I still figured it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's spend point. Dang, the last one was from 2023. Next game. Super Mario 2, 6 golden coins. This is 1992. So before some of you guys were even born. JC at the bottom. JCA at the bottom, sorry. I mean, most of us live in jail. 24/7. Agreed. Okay. Like, very skatey. Like, yeah, is Mario running on a Game Boy? Yeah. Is it running well? No. No, it's not. True. True. I mean, it is working. Yeah. You run? Oh my god, you can run. That is scary. If you do miss a stream, do not worry. You can head over to youtube.com/ETHERxVault. We post them the very next day after that. Everything is live here. Oh wow, the star's not even gonna bounce? Okay, fine. And that is a scary sound. Is this a checkpoint? It is a checkpoint. It literally sounded like somebody was like running around with squeaky shoes. What is on my head? Just a random feather? Ooh. Tony! 2 streams in a row, buddy. That is crazy. Crazy. What drink did you want, Q? Sprite? Okay. I will, I'll send you a Sprite somehow. I'll figure out the logistics later. Oh! Actually, it's just coins, it's fine. There you go. Okay, so you can't break those. Oh! Oh, this is not good. I didn't get a chance to ring the bell up there. RIP! You like 7-Up? I like 7-Up. 7-Up more than Sprite. But Sprite's good, though. No issues with that. I didn't die. I didn't... How dare you? I didn't die. I just realized that our stuff coming up is still horror. Did y'all notice that? It's all horror based. You didn't notice that when it says cheer, it goes cheer, and it's that scream. It doesn't play the scream sound, which thank God, because that'd be weird. But definitely need to fix that. So give me a second. I'm just gonna switch over to my PC. Change cheer. Stream Labs. Thank you. Really? I think I've had one from overseas. I don't know if it's specifically China. But there's a mall up here called Pacific Mall. And there's a snack area that is amazing. And they have a lot of really cool drinks. I didn't even say I wanted to go in there. We're just doing this, right? Yeah, get me out of here. I didn't say I wanted to go to the... What was that? Was that Wario's castle? Let's go over here. To the tree. Anything cold was heaven. Yeah. Oh, we can't go that way yet. Wow, they really let you explore, eh? And the fireball in this looks more... Oh. Let me fly. Let me fly like the birds. Can I drown? A Hello Kitty cafe. That's cool. That's gonna be very expensive for that oil place. Because if you just went there and the engine seized, oh, they are not gonna enjoy that. That is bad for them. Very bad for them. I'm not gonna lie, some of these oil places are crap. I remember I took mine to Jiffy Lube. I think you guys have Jiffy Lube down there. They did the oil change, and then, like, when I went to go leave, it would just, like, turn on and just keep flickering. And I'm like, I can't leave. I'm literally stuck here. And they're just like, oh, this is a known issue for Ford. It's this, and this. You should sell this immediately. It took them an hour to get going. And then once that was done, it was fine. I had no more issues after that. But this was the owner that was saying, like, sell this car, it's horrible. I had one just like it, and I'm just like, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh no, my fire! But seizing the engine is wild. An old BMW. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shut that place down, Hector. Shut that place down with a lawsuit. You can do it. My assumption is they put in the wrong oil. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, whether you're an oil place or not, you should do some type of research as to what oil the car needs. That is crazy. They're sleep deprived? No excuses. Yeah, true, but sleep deprived, it's still gonna be lawsuit. They are not gonna enjoy that, that's for sure. That's not even like a, you didn't do that well, you know, hey, you could do better next time. That is, you ruined a car. Because when an engine seizes, it's done. You'd have to, like, literally pull the engine apart check where the pistons are. But even that, it's still kind of messed. It's still done. They over-tightened the bolt and it started to leak? Then how did it seize the engine? Yeah, true. In the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, it doesn't matter. Engine seized, doesn't matter. That's on them. Not your son, not at all. All you birds out here trying to pop my bubble. Oh no! I need that. Lawyers are the way to go. Even though I don't like lawyers, though. I don't like lawyers, but they're a necessary part of society. I don't really like them. Yeah. Because if you think about it, a lawyer is like just sitting there waiting for someone to be like, hey, I got wronged. And they're just like, oh, great. Did you get wronged? That means more money for me. Okay, cool. So how did you get wronged? Please tell me. And you're just like, oh, you're a gross part of society, but you're necessary, but you're gross. Car went vroom, car no go vroom. Yeah. So we literally have we're just exploring? You're trying to tell me this? Wait, what do you look like? A miniature Jason. Just the head of Jason. You died of fire? Yeah, you can. So there doesn't seem to be any type of, like, rhyme or reason of why you should go somewhere? No, Jason. No. Yep. That's true. I mean, technically, they just want you to set up for job security, to be honest, and make good money. You might die in the process, though. Oh, now we kind of like fly a little bit. More like coast down with little flappy wings. Yeah. Okay, ghosts. I don't appreciate you getting this close. That's on you. Yeah, that's not worth it. Oh no. Now we're Tiny Mario. That's our first death. Justin wants to be a lawyer. Nothing wrong with wanting to have crazy money. Just, it's a lot. Oh. Turtle zone? There's so many zones! How do I get back to my old zone? Oh. This is my old zone right here. Macro zone? I mean, I looked macro. But it's purely for money? Oh, yeah. No, it's... I can understand that. I can really understand that, but nah, that's gonna be a lot harder than they think it's gonna be. So you can go down there and go to Turtle Zone. You can just end off in some weird area. Okay, we don't have time. We don't have time. Oh, there's the second death. Or, hear me out, Q. He'll fit in. Yeah. Need a mushroom. I can stop dying. Oh yeah, I forgot that it doesn't move. It's funny because like I'm currently in the currently in the market for a lawyer. I found a good one though, or at least I think she's a good one. But there was a bunch where it's just like they're just like, here's my price up front before we even talk about anything. I'm just like, dang. Maybe not good on marketing, but yeah. He got good. You happy? Weird. This whole setup is very weird. Okay, Wario, let's do your... Oh, we can't. Oh, okay, so now I understand the whole premise here. So you have to go to the various zones and beat the zones, and then you're going to get some type of gem that will allow you to continue there. And I guess you're taking on Wario, which is kind of weird. Well, let's get those gems then. Unless we die. And then we have to move on to the next game. Oh yeah, I forgot. Stories. Story for Mario. When I was a kid, I used to go to my grandma's house. And she had, like, Barbies. I guess growing up, my mom and her sisters were into Barbies. I think even my grandma was into Barbies. Because there were some pretty old ones. I remember, like, it was down in the basement in the, like, laundry room. Okay, shark. My sister would pull them out, and I was just like, wow. It's like the Barbies that are, like, have no... Like, they haven't eaten in, like, decades. That type of body figure, right? You know? But she also had, a Nintendo Entertainment System. I don't think you can kill that shark. It's just taking straight fire. Which is actually also another thing that my mom was really into. So I told you before that my mom was really big into Tetris. She was also really big into the original Zelda. My grandparents actually had the gold cart for the original Legend of Zelda. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's fine. No, my fire! No, my thighs! Oh, that's not a melee. So yeah, I would go over there, and she had 2 games. She had, like I said, The Legend of Zelda, and then she had the Mario game that had Duck Hunt together. Duck Hunt is a game where you use a light gun, and you shoot at the TV, and you're trying to kill clay pigeons and ducks. while an asshole dog laughs at you. It sounds belligerent, but it's not. It's exactly what happens. I know. It's funny because, like, it's not... Okay, this part's not funny, but I'll... So, when my mother passed away in 2020, 7 months after that, her mother, my grandma, passed away. And then 7 months after that, her father, my grandfather, passed away. And so they were trying to sell the house. My two aunts were trying to sell my grandma's house. And then at this time, I was just like, hey, like, if you by any chance have that Nintendo, I will buy it. And she said something like there was like a flood or something like that. And I was just like, okay. And it didn't survive or something. I was just like, oh, okay. But yeah, I know how sought after that was, and I was just like, oh my god. Obviously, I learned about how sought after it was like later in life. When I was playing it back in the day, I was just like, oh yeah. Not sure why this one's golden, but yeah. So anyways, yeah, I'd play Mario, and I was terrible. I think the furthest I could actually get was World 4, which is we got the flying fish, or the name of them is actually Cheep Cheeps. I think we've already even seen some Cheep Cheeps in this level. I'm assuming we're going to see a boss, kill a boss, get a gem, go from there, get stabbed by a... Oh. Type of spear. Okay, we don't need this many bullets, people. Can I get flyer? No. Silent Hill 2. It's actually a game I'm thinking about getting. I died. Let me put the create the sense suspend. This was also back in 2020. Yeah, no, I'm okay sucking. Thanks. Now we're moving on to Metroid 2. Thank you for the rip, Biddy. There's actually a Metroid that's coming out this week, actually. The newest one for Switch 2. My story with Metroid. Don't really have one. I've never played this game growing up. Later on, I think there was one on the Super Nintendo that I tried. But the funny thing about that, though, is I love Metroidvania games. It's fantastic to me. But I've never played the original. Is this the original? No. This is Metroid 2. But you know what I'm saying. Metroid is way too hard. That doesn't make me feel good. Oh, as I... but I'll do my best. So the whole premise of Metroid though, is this idea of, like, it's like a platformer, right? You're gonna move through the environment, and then you're gonna get to a wall where it's just like, you need to have rockets. And you're like, oh, okay. So you'll continue through the game, and then you'll find the rockets. And then you'll go back. And then it'll be like, you need to have some type of whatever this is. And you'll be like, okay, I gotta go back and get that as well. And that's how you progress through the game. And it's Metroidvania because it's built on, or like at least the genre itself is built on, you know, the merits of Metroid, but also the merits of Castlevania, which is another platformer game. But a vampire. Not Twilight. No glitter vampires in that. Yes. Yeah, smart missile, gravity boost. Yeah. Yeah, those would be the things. Yeah. And you have to remember where you're going. As right now I'm just falling to my not my death, but just falling. Also another weird game to have on the Game Boy. It's like some of the games that are on here are like, they never sat there to ask themselves like, should they put it on Game Boy? They just did it. Now it's like some type of jank mess. Electric ball. So easy to get lost. Yeah, you could just be like aimlessly walking around. You'd be like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, no. Ow. So this one, I probably need to have... I died. So that one I probably needed to have smart missile, as Hector was talking about, right? Oh, this is 1991. This is also before people in this chat. Some people. Request games for replay, as long as it's on the Game Boy, on there, I don't mind. I was just moving through. Today I'm going to do Game Boy, and if we end up playing all the Game Boy ones, I'll move on to Game Boy Advance. But if we don't, then I'll do Game Boy Advance next time. But whatever's on here, yeah, if it's on here. If you're just like, do you have this game? And I don't, I don't have an emulator. This is purely on whatever Nintendo's decided to put on their stuff. But I'll check for something. Castlevania, I'm assuming you're talking about Castlevania 1? I would not be surprised if they had that. That would be a really weird one for them not to have, to be honest. Then again, here we are in... Here we are in Metroid 2 instead of 1. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Am I going the same way? Am I? Let's go towards this. Press start. Ooh, this is our save point. Can you make Q play a horror game? I don't know if I have that power. I don't think I have that power. You've been friends with her longer than I have, Chinya, if you don't have that power, I don't have that power. Apparently that water hurts. But after this, like, once I die 2 more times, Hector, I will look for the, Okay, we can't go down there. Oh, God. I will look for, Castlevania. As long as it's on the Game Boy. I do have the other days set up for us to look at the other systems as well. So on those days, we'll have the opportunity to check out potentially some Castlevania on like NES and Super Nintendo, that type of stuff. Why would I say? I don't know why I saved there. Yeah, this is gonna be. Is this the boss that we have to beat for the first one? Because if so, that's rough. That's rough. But I get good. Your only choice here. Come on. That's like right through him. Shoot the walls. Why is there like secrets in the walls? Should I just be shooting everything? What about the floors? Do I have to shoot the floors as well? Oh God. It's the boss again. No. What is it? What is a jail-proof bubble? No. Ah, we died the second time. A jail-proof bubble. Oh, it's game over. Game over. Last one. Last one, and then we move on to the next game, which is Castlevania. Yeah, I think I need missiles. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the rip, Biddy. What other ways can we go, though? This is just up. I think this is just back up to the top. Not the best music, that's for sure. I was playing a game review today, which is, you guys won't see it until December 9th, but it's for an indie smash. The music is phenomenal. This is where our ship is. You can't tell me that first one is. So we need to figure out where the missiles are, because I can't damage that thing that I keep fighting against. I've fought twice now and died. I can't do even remotely enough damage. Unless we can figure out how to shoot. Unless we can figure out controls. Run a ball, aim weapon. B is shoot beam or missile. That's what I was trying to do. That's why like I'm shooting like a psycho right now, because I'm trying to charge shot. Right? I saw that on the controls. It's saying like shoot beam slash missile, but we didn't have any missile. And like, oh, okay, there we go. So you have to click select. You click select and it switches to missile. Oh, we're coming for you, weird brain floaty thing. Your days are numbered. Or we're gonna choke. One of those two. Your days are numbered. Is it right here? Yeah. Would I have been happier with more health? Yeah. Up to 76. Okay, well I gotta be able to hit you first. Oh my god. We killed it with only 6 health left. Gonna switch back to our beam. Now what happens? This is the furthest I've ever gotten. I think we need to get in there. GG. Nice. Oh. Okay, so we got some health back. I feel like that thing we need, though. Oh, no, that's just giving us our missiles back. Okay, so we killed that thing, but, like, where do we go from there, then? Go back down? Continue on our way? At least we killed a boss. Go back to the ball and jump around? Okay, we'll go back to the ball and jump around. Because when I first went in there, my health went from 6 to 99. Oh, we can't fit back in that person's. If we go in here... Yeah. It just basically like allows me to go in here, grab my missiles, and then here get my health back up. What a weird game. I should have gotten a power-up. Yeah, right? I'm not crazy. What power-up did we get, though? Here, let me see if, like... Unless what, like my missiles got stronger? Okay, so we touched that weird thing until we got some damage there. Heck yeah, I should have got a power up though. Like, where is it though? This is also a very weird way of doing. Yeah, see, I just got that and that's it. Where should we put the stuff after they fight? Put it in the wall. Oh, okay. I just use rockets. Whatever power up we got didn't work. Oh, Jesus. Oop, indeed. Oh. And then we get to the point where we're like, we need water. Like, we're just going through water. And off. Yes. Op and off. Hopefully we can get back to that save spot. There it is. Speak of the devil. I might even Google it after we get off stream and just be like, so I beat the weird brain thing. What do I do now? And it'll be something like cryptic where it's just like, did you press these two buttons to get your power up? Well, no. No, I didn't do that. Well, there's your problem. Because without that, you're not going to be able to go through the water. Or whatever this thing is. No, don't go into a ball. Killing me. You're killing me, weird bonefish. And these guys don't give me any health. Very stingy with the health. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I know you can go as a ball somewhere, but I just don't know where. Yeah. No, for sure. It's annoying because, like, when you go to, like, duck, you automatically go into the... Well, not automatically, but it's hard not to hit the down one more time and then fall into a ball. That's a weird. It's like that boss over there wasn't even the boss. What you're heading to right now is the real boss. Like, oh god. Dang. Dang. What the heck? I know we're not for this, guys, but you can eject me from the group. I mean, 45's not that bad. Come on. So if you're below 50, there's a weird noise that just plays. Ah. And it gets more incessant the more you're dying. Well, what are you? You're like a freaking mosquito. Like a space mosquito. Do you remember where we were before? Because I don't. What's this? Oh! See, I feel like we're supposed to be able to go in there. Open up! I think this is area 2. Did we finish area 1? Well, I went right through. Oh, Game Boy. How cryptic you are with your games sometimes. Am I lost? No. What? I'm just showing you guys everywhere where you can go. You don't have to go there. But I'm not lost. But that's it for me. That's the end of my stream. I will be back on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to continue on with Castlevania. Whatever Castlevania we can find on the Game Boy at the top of the hour. And we'll see where this goes for this week and next week. And then we'll be back to regular programming after that. And then switching to the 12 Days of Streamless. I haven't really had the full name yet. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. That's why it's hard. Yeah. Until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused and get yours. See ya.